Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of my guitar tutorial.
So today we're going to go over like the anatomy of the guitar and kind of the anatomy, or here we'll go, the physiology of learning guitar music as well. So let's start with the guitar itself and kind of learning about it. So you are right-handed, so you will have a right-handed guitar, which means it's going to sit on your right leg, and you will play like the notes and the fingers, or make chords with your left hand, and then you will strum or finger pick with your right hand. So up top, we'll start at the top and go down. Right up here we have the headstock of your guitar, and these are going to be your tuning keys. This is how you keep your guitar in tune. You'll turn them, and each one goes to its individual string, and you can see where it goes. Just follow the string up to the tuning key, and that's how you tune it. You'll turn it clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on if it's flat or sharp. And then we come down to, this is called the nut. This kind of determines like the action of your guitar, which is, you don't really need to know. Now we have the neck of the guitar, and on it you have your frets, which would be this line right here that go up and down it. And so this would be your first fret up here all the way down and up. You got like 12 right here and whatnot. And then these little dots are just fret markings to help you keep track of what you're on. And most guitars are pretty similar in that sometimes you'll see them on like the 3rd fret, but it's like 5, 7, 9, 12, 15 up here. When you hold it like this, you have your first fret up here, so it's the fret marking and to the left of it for the right hand version. So if, say you need to put your finger on the 2nd fret of the low E string, you go to your 2nd fret and go right to the left of it. Coming down, we've got the body of the guitar. This is your sound hole. You typically want to play right over it for the best sound. This whole thing is your pick guard. Really all that does is so you don't scratch up your guitar. It's like you just hit it, that's about it. This is your bridge, bridge saddle or whatnot. That also plays into the action of your guitar, which doesn't really matter, but sometimes you might see in a song like play closer to the bridge because you get like a raspier sound. But yeah, that's all you would ever really need. So let's go into some accessories. Here's like a typical tuner you'll see. You can just clip it on up here and turn it on and then play a note. So I'm a little flat, so I turn my tuning key on the peg to, I think it's called peg, to tune it up into tune. Then you have, this is another standard piece of equipment, your capo. And basically what this does is it bars a fret. So you clip it on right there, right near the fret itself. I've got mine on crooked, of course. And that's just going to change the key in which you're playing in. And then lastly, the guitar pick. You don't have to use this. Sometimes, I'll get into that later. Here's the guitar pick. It's a nice little green fender, and there's different types of picks that you can use based on the thickness of it. So this would be a thin pick, and it has a lot of give, does not offer much resistance, and then they just get thicker up to like a medium, up to like a heavy pick, which is like a harder plastic and has less give. There's Zasha. This is a gift from John Boy. This one is heavily worn. It's kind of personal preference. I mean, maybe depending on what type of song you're playing or what you're going to be doing, you might call for a different pick, but I would say it's just personal preference on what you want to use. Yeah, so that's the anatomy of the guitar and some accessories or additional equipment